So, short look, relatively short, where is different in OpenTx on FrSky Taranis, for example, between inputs and mixer? Because someone tell me, I think it's the same thing on two places. Sorry, probably my parrot will help us. Yes, it's true. In previous versions of ER9X or OpenTx, previous versions of, I will create a new model. On previous versions of firmware, it was without inputs. Just only mixer was there. So where is main different? Actually, you can without any problems work without inputs. If you like it, work without inputs, you can use it. You can delete all inputs, and in mixer you can use as input just directly control elements, gimbals, switches, etc. No problem. Yes? How you can see, on channel 1 all inputs are deleted, and in channel 1 I have like or as control element elevator stick. Look at that, it works. No problems. This is just same like on older version of firmware. But for example, I want triple rate. I want 3 different values of servo movement. For example, if this switch will be on up position, servo movement weight will be 100%. I will make 2 copies of this mix. If this switch will be in middle position, weight will be not 100, blah blah blah, for example 60%, and when this switch will be on down position, bottom position, weight will be blah 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 30%. It works. Look at that. Big servo movement, middle, low. Yes, no problem. So, and of course I can make it with I cannot find with delay or slow up or slow down between 2 mixes without any problems. So why I can use where is right reason for use of inputs? This is on 1 channel, 3 lines in mixer, and imagine that you have 4 servos on wing, 4 servos wing glider, and you want on each from these 4 servos 3 rates, of course with reaction on elevator and maybe on rudder too. It means 4 channels servo, 4 channels wing, elevator and rudder. 6 channels with 3 lines only for this basic functions, yes, with 3 lines on each of them. It means 6 servos, it means 18 lines in mixer. For this function, for trial rates on 6 channels, by all way you need 18 lines in mixer. Sorry for my English. And imagine that. Okay, you are done with this. You will fly with your model, and you will see that you need in a central position make this servo movement a little bit smaller servo movement on all 4 or 6 channels. It means you must go in mixer in 6 lines and change it. And after that you will see, oh, it was too much, a little bit back, and again in 6 lines you must change it. And imagine that you will not fly with this model for, I don't know, a half a year, and after half a year you will open this model, you will want to change something on this model, and you will look on mixer on, I don't know, 20-30 lines, and you will ask yourself, oh my god, where is system in this? Where is logic? Because I don't know, really I don't know how I can change what I want now. So in latest version or last or latest versions of OpenTx, programmers want one thing. They offer during programming only this value which you can use and which you can want. For example, when I select any telemetry value, why I need, I don't know, 20 or 30 telemetry values in menu when I have connected only one sensor? When I have connected only current sensor, why I need in menu values from GPS and variometer and voltage sensor, etc. If I have not defined logical switches, why I need have these logical switches during selecting of switches? Yes. Now you can look in offer only these switches or only this, for example, telemetry values which you can use. So if you will detect and write set for example current sensor, you can after this process select values which current sensor can offer you, current, consumption, etc. If you define logical switch L1, you can select logical switch L1, but not L2, L3. Just I will show you. It's for me more easy. Yes, I can look on switch. I can select switches which are physically on radio, but I can select any logical switches. How is this possible? Because no one logical switch is defined. So I must go in logical switch, I must create something, and now I can select logical switch 1 in mix. Here is only L1 because only L1 is defined. This is important thing. You must understand this. It not means that many functions of Open9X are lost. No, only all process of programming is more slim, more fit, without not important thing which you not need now. Sorry. And this is same with inputs. How I say, on 6 channels with 3 rates you need 18 lines, or I will create new model for this. All you will use inputs. Now I will make the same on ailerons, for example. So I am in inputs. In inputs, definitively you must know important thing. This is just name L on left side. This is just name, and this is real input on this input. I know input in input just this is right, but on left side only name, this is real input. Because sometimes some modelers make this mistake. In inputs they input name is still L, like ailerons, but they source in this input with name L, they will change this input for elevator. So now I have input with name L with real input elevator. And later in mixer they cannot understand why on channel 2 I have input elevator and elevator not works, but ailerons not works, but elevator yes. So because this is only name of input L, and this name is fillet with elevator stick. I think it's clear. So I will put back right input. This is really important and often mistake. So let's go. 3 flying modes, or flying modes. 3 rates, not dual rates but real rates. So I will make copies of this input. Same like I am in inputs, same like in mixer, you can copy or move inputs between them. So every time my recommendation in recommendation, every time in inputs, if you want use this input with any switch directly in this input, first time set this switch. So switch this switch up position, and on copy I will switch same switch in middle position, and in this on this middle position in this input, in this copy of input, I want weight not 100 but for example something lower, and I can here nice set expo, yes, this line, and on the next line on copy number 3 again switch first, this switch in lower position, and weight will be not 100 but only 24 for example, and again okay, offset is right, I can use offset 2 and expo 2. Here in inputs I can really nice set everything on one place. I can set this in mixer 2 but on different screens, and I can use flight modes but later. So I have 3 inputs. Oh my god. I have 3 inputs, all with name AO, and all with input ailerons stick with different values. And this input AL I now can use in a mixer. So remember, in standard way, on free rates, on this channel I need 3 lines, but now I have only 1 line, and how you can see, it just works with offset. Yes, remember that? I think it's clear. So when I want change values for all 4 servos or all 4 servos, it's not necessary for me change 4 or 6 lines. I just change only one number in input and it will be changed in all mixes with this one input. Of course, you can make this with flight modes, and actually it is better than this way, because in fly mode you can set one interesting thing. For example, you want value, for example 100% in 2 positions of switch. Yes, because if you use flight modes, you will not set this switch directly in this inputs, but beside in flight modes. In flight mode you will set in flight mode 1, or flight mode 1 will be on if this switch will be on up position, you know that. And if you want 100, for example, value in 2 positions of switch, here you must make 2 lines. 1 line for 1 position of switch and second line for second position of switch. But if you will define this switch in flight modes, here in 1 line in input you can set more flight modes where this input will be on. I think it's clear. If not, wait, I will make a video only about flight modes later probably. Of course, in inputs you can set in more smart things or interesting things. For example, you are maybe not a RC airplane modeler, but for example RC boat or I don't know, RC tank modeler. So you can easy, only for example, create a new input which name will be, for example, thread. Thread, for example, yes, thread. Where thread, where as source I can use, of course, all gimbals or switches, sliders, but I can use, like in mixers, like input trim. So for me is this aileron trim. So later in mixer, where I will finish my programming, or I will continue in my programming, in mixes it's not necessary for me know that actually I won't control it by this trim or something similar, because I can easily use a source, just source thread. Yes? So again, it's more clear, more unstable, and I can just
maximum trim reached.
use that.
Trim center. Maximum trim reached. Trim center.
As input in inputs, you can use telemetry values. Again, same like in mixes in mixer, but you can here use it as standard input, and this input with this input, I know it's horrible, and this input with telemetry input you can name how you want for more clear use in mixer. For example, you can fill one input with current, so more current, more value, or altitude, more altitude, more value. For example, I don't know, if your airplane will be in higher altitude, your light will be light more, lightness of your light will be bigger. I don't know what to, just this is only about on your fantasy how you can use these combinations. And one next thing I probably forgot from this, telemetry. In previous version of OpenTx was really nice function. As input you can use timer. On my camera one time I need a function when camera on servo with servo motor, just camera mount. So I want servo movement from point 1 to point 2 slowly in complete time 15 minutes. So I create a timer on 15 minutes with 15 minutes time. This timer I use like input in right input, and just when I switch on switch which activate my timer, so this input was activated and servo was slowly in movement on complete time 15 minutes from one endpoint to second endpoint. In this version, latest version of OpenTx, I cannot use timer in input. I don't know if it is mistake or if there was some troubles with this. I don't know, but I will ask them where is problem, why timer is not as input in inputs. So thanks for watching. I know it is probably a little bit confusing, especially with my English, but I tried it. So I hope it could help you, and if you want more know, you just must more study in publication about OpenTx. So thanks for watching, have a nice day, and see you later.